Congratulations, you are in level 400 now. It's a big journey, a very far one, of course, but you've done very well. You've made a milestone in your quest to achieve a first degree in the Department of Statistics and Actuarial Science. I have a number of things you have listed, you wanted to know and stuff like that, but you're in 400. The whole idea is this. You come to the department as a mathematical science option, or in the past, it used to be enrollment into specific programs like actuarial science, statistics, combined major statistics, and economics, statistics, and mathematics, and statistics and computer science, or statistics and psychology. In the 200 levels, you enter your respective courses, you do your core courses and your elective courses, 300 likewise, so you get to 400. Now, all the levels have their various difficulty because it's a continuous assessment program, a program that is how many bars of courses that would help you get the entire skills in statistics. It has been done in a way that one course will suit the other. That's how come we have the prerequisite systems. You take an introductory course at the lower level, then you have the upgrade, the intermediate course, and finally at 400, you do most of the tertiary courses, which is the advanced. So if you are looking at the 400 courses, they are mostly trying to do some applications of the thought theories you have done in your level 300 and 200s. You apply them in other areas. So if you have done probability, start 331, start 332, distribution and the multivariate distributions, you come and apply it in multivariate methods in 400. So the multivariate methods is more of the application of the distribution theories you did and solve real life problems. And most of the courses in 400, survival analysis and all applications of the respective courses you have done in the lower level. So task 400 is a little bit flexible. I always say this, that if you're a studious student and you want to focus very well, you can make a 4.0 in 400. Because the challenge in 400 is not too difficult. Unlike the lower levels where you did more of the theory concepts and the lies like that. In 400, most of the things you do are applied. And you follow it, you would be able to understand it easily and make your grades. So the difficulty level of the courses in 400 is not too high. So this is my little introduction. The point is that you don't wait till the end of a semester to be serious. When you start a program and you feel there are challenges thereof, be your teaching assistant, work to respective lecturers who are your course advisors or any other lecturer, your course lecturer, register your challenge, let them start from group studies, your colleagues, your course lecturer, or your teaching assistant. Early time. Don't wait to the end of the semester when the challenge is becoming impossible to resolve. Then you come and report it. So this is the little I can put across here. There is a high you feel like you are almost out of the school, you're a big girl, you're a big boy. And so that kind of ego kind of thing comes in. Because the final year, now you guys don't even say 400, you call it final year. Okay. So if you are not careful, you will be overwhelmed by the level that you will not be able to even undertake the dictates of the level. 400 level is a milestone. Graduating is a milestone and in life. So don't let this overshadow your abilities and don't let it go into your head too much. So focus. They say the end that crowns the job, or the end that will determine the means, the job. So you're running a race. You want to put your end very strong so that you end very well. all the seriousness you have to come on board. Like I've said, if you put a lot of seriousness, you'll be making a very good grade. And from where I sit as the exam officer of the department, your GPAs, I've seen everybody's GPA, your grade point averages and your challenges thereof from your previous seniors, and I can tell you that you guys usually do very well. You guys usually do very well. So let's talk. Are there any challenges, any questions you think you want to put across to me? Any challenges, clarifications thereof you want before I start answering the questions you have given to me? The floor is open now. Let me just allow you guys to talk.
Please, if you have any question, you can raise up your hand so that I call you so that you ask your question. Just raise up your hand if you have any question. Eric, you can ask your question. Eric Fusu.
Okay, so I want to find out with regards to the handbook, the official handbook for the College of Basic and Applied Science. It seems that the courses that are in the handbook for actuarial science or any other course for that matter always seem to like change when the semester begins. So if somebody decides to go according to what is in the handbook, probably will be making a mistake in choosing their courses, because every time when we look at the handbook and we select our courses, we are told to either change some courses or replace certain courses, or that some courses have to be taken in another semester or something. So if the handbook could be updated, or something needs to be done about the handbook, because it seems every time the handbook is not really helping us, because if you go according to the handbook, we always make mistakes.
Can you take the question again? I didn't get some aspects of it.
Yeah, I was talking about the handbook, and I was saying that it seems every sem what the handbook says is a little bit different from what we're actually supposed to do. Because last two sems, when you look at the handbook, some certain courses that the handbook says you are supposed to do, when we come to the departments, we are told that maybe we should hold on for that course and register it the next semester or something like that. So we always end up having to change a certain course or something of that sort. So if the handbook could be updated so that it's always up to date, so we don't have to go through all that stress every semester.
Okay, what you have said is a general statement you have made. University of Ghana, where the department proposes the courses and the university registry will print it. During the printing processes, there might be some issues or mistakes. So in the course of the line, the university will, when the department detects these mistakes, it talks to its students, and the department will write an addendum to correct the issues on the handbook. That's how come we are giving each level course advisors. So you are not supposed to sit in your room or go to your friend to direct you on how to select your courses. Yeah. If you think there is any reason for you to suspect that what you are doing is not well, or you need more clarifications from your friend, you have to, from your course advisors, you have to speak to them. So the problem we see here is that people sit in the conference comfort of their places, and then they select their own courses, decide on their own courses, and then at the end of the day, when it's graduation and they tell them they won't graduate, they will now come and tell you, yes, they won't graduate, they will now come and tell you that the handbook says this and the handbook says that. Yes, we know some of the things the handbook is saying, but we have reasons to tell you to go and see your course advisors because we know the deficiencies in the handbook. Is that okay? So that's how come I'm even here talking to you today. I'm your examination officer. I would graduate you. I know what course you need to do, what you need not do, what qualifies you to graduate. So what is the problem in you walking just to me to ask me, sir, I want to choose this course. What are the requirements I need to do to get here or what? And you hear it from my lips rather than taking it from your colleague students. You understand? And you take it from your colleague students and later come and say you heard it from here or that. So please, let's discuss these things, okay? Mr. Eric, are you okay?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Next question.
Yeah, hello, sir.
Yes, hello.
Yeah, please, I want to ask a question.
Go ahead.
Okay, sir, please, with the handbook, they said the core courses should be, the core courses are 9 credits, and then the elective. They said
Yes,
we should
come in.
choose, the elective, they said we should choose from 6 to 9 credits.
I can't get you better. He said the core courses are what? Yes. Please go ahead. Go ahead. Hello.
So please, I think his network is bad, so he's gone out. He's been logged out. But please, I also.
Sir, please, I have interruptions to my network, so I'm back again.
Yeah. Did anybody, was he able to ask his question? Sorry, the head of department walked in, so I had to attend to. Was he able to ask his question?
I am here. I want to ask the question. My network went off.
Sorry.
I want to ask that for this semester courses we are registering, we're supposed to register 6 to 9 credits of electives. But then the core courses project was part, and we were told that it's not appearing, so we'll be able to register next semester.
Yes.
But realize the case, we are picking 6 to 9 credits. It means you can pick 6 credits and 6 credits for electives and go. But then because the project is not showing, it means when you register the courses, it should make up to your credit hours.
Look, let me give you this point. Take this note for me. When you overdo courses, like now, first semester, your project will be registered in second semester. So because of that, maybe you are a little bit free, but the project will be executed this semester. You will be given to your respective supervisors and all when lecturers come back from strike. So the point here is this. If you feel you are a little bit free and then you have interest in some key courses, because it is not so much about graduating, it is more about building your own transcripts. There are some courses when you do and they are on the transcript, it gives you an edge over some students in first for postgraduate school, you going for postgraduate admissions and all. You want to build your transcript. Why not? You can pick a course. It wouldn't change anything from you. It rather even gives you an edge. In situations where you fall short of an elective in first semester, level 400, that extra course you took can be used to replace it. But if you rather do the minimum, that is the issue. Sometimes people do the minimum and unfortunately fail some of the courses. Then what happens is that you wouldn't be able to meet the 120 required minimum CCP for you to graduate. You understand? So you always take advantage of the system. Then if you think it will give you an edge for you to do more, you just pick one extra course, which is of interest to you, that you think can upgrade your CV, your transcript, and take it. But bear in mind that you will still be doing the projects in the first semester, just that the grade will be recorded in the second semester. That's the only difference. Is that clear?
Yeah, that's clear. But then we want, like, you see, we are not getting to your credit hours.
Yes. After 400 first semester, all you need to do is there are 2 standard courses there and projects. So sorry, I'm talking about the single major statistics. I think they have theory of something.
No, single major actuarial science.
Single major actuarial science. So
Yes.
if you are doing single major actuaries, apart from all the required courses, I would always encourage you to take 9 credits of electives in the first semester and take 9 credits of electives in the second semester as well. You understand me?
Yeah, I
Rather
understand.
than doing the 6-6. That is on the borderline and it's very dangerous.
Because it's like since we came to level 100, you are told that you have to pick 6 to 9 credits for elective, but then there's always always have a subtle manner of forcing us to add another elective.
Yes, we know why, because maybe when you resume for school, I will take the opportunity of letting you understand how we graduate. This year, actuarial science students were about, I think actuarial science, I had about almost 130 or so, but only 78 or I think 80 or 78 graduated. Those that are not graduated, it's not like they are failed courses. So they didn't follow the rules. They were doing things on their own way. So at the end of the day, when you calculate, the person goes to fail 1 or 2 courses and the cumulative credit pass is not up to 120. The person is supposed to do maths 221. The person said that I was doing actuarial major finance minor. There is no course like that. Actuarial major computer science minor. There is no course like that. It's either actuarial science or actuarial science with mathematics. That is the only program we have accreditation for. So if you are doing these courses, you are supposed to do Math 221, which is algebra. You are supposed to do abstract algebra, that's Math 224. You are supposed to do linear algebra. You are supposed to do your calculus 2. You are supposed to do differential equations. In level 300 first semester, you have to get at least 1 elective. In 300 second semester, the same suffices. So if you don't follow, you are supposed to do your internship, and you go ahead to pick some econs courses, some finance courses, and you are always dodging the math reading courses that we wanted you to do, then that becomes a problem. You understand me?
Yes.
Yes. Any other questions? In the absence of the questions, let me attempt to address some of the questions some of you kept on the page. Some say, when selecting the 120 credit hour for graduation, is it the duty of the department or the college? It is not your role to even think about the 120 credit. Just do the courses we have told you to do, and you will meet it. Your program has been designed in a way that when you follow the rules, you will get the 120 and even above. The standard actuarial science person is even accumulate 145 or 150. So just follow the course structure and you'll be able to meet the 120 CCP. More also, an E can let you graduate, but if you get more than 4 E's, then you can't graduate. That is a rule. So maybe any course you write, whether course 1 is 2, there are 3, there are 4, you can graduate. But when they cross 4, you can't graduate. Somebody says, is the project defending done in groups or individuals? Now we assign you in groups to the lecturers. So maybe a group of 3, you are doing one work to a lecturer. And is the lecturer would have ways of assessing the defense. All the 3 of you would sit in front of him, you ask questions. Sometimes you let you project your project work and defend. All the 3 will defend the topic and they will grade you. Some say, is it compulsory to take all actuarial science courses in the final year? No. Just do your core courses and do the required electives. If you have any extreme challenges, try and see me or see the respective course advisors. Somebody says, courses to register, project work. That's how come we have course advisors. So per the program you do, you try and see your course advisors, then they can advise you on which courses you need to register. Somebody say, what to be done about some of the mathematics courses, that statistics and those combining economics were made to pick like prerequisite courses from maths department, like e.g. abstract algebra, others. You have done those courses already. You've done abstract algebra, you've done others. So put it in, it's there. Whether it is added to your FGPA or not, what difference does it make? You've done the course. It is not too much about your cumulative grade point average. It is about you having proficiency in the course. So that if you want to go for a postgraduate school and they need calculus, you've done calculus. If you are going to a postgraduate school and they need elective, abstract mathematics, you've done abstract mathematics. The cumulative credit pass is calculated on the 120 CCP. And that one is not your duty. It's a duty of the college, academic directory at the college to calculate that for you. What is the best elective to pick under statistics as a 400 student combining statistics and economics? For your elective, very good one. We have thought about them before. But then some of them have broad scopes than the other. 400 first semester. I don't know what electives, but if you ask me, if you put an elective there, I know some you have what do you call it, stochastic. I will encourage the actuarial science students to do stochastic processes. This semester I wouldn't be the one teaching stochastic processes anyway. I think Dr. Metal will teach stochastic processes, but it's a good course, and I will encourage actuarial science people and even the statistics people to take stochastic processes. I know actuarial science people, you have a survivor analysis as a core course, which is also good. What other courses are there? There's a course of MLP teaching. I don't know whether it is statistical inference and estimation. That's also a brilliant course that you people can do.
Yeah, hello, sir. Your network. We can't hear you.
We also have actuarial statistics and populations. Those every course is nice, but some of them form the core course center of the statistics you want to do. Like the statistical inference and estimation is at the heart of the statistics. Like the stochastic process, it's a special course that is not common. Most statisticians don't have it, but it's one of the heart of actuarial science. And if you want to do more in applications to finance, population data and all, if you do stochastic, it will go a long way to help you. Then project topics. The project topics, you have to talk to your respective lecturers. That when your group comes and you are assigned to see Dr. Minka, you go and see Dr. Minka, you discuss it with him as a group, and they will give you the project topics. Sir, please, what if the course is a 4-credit hour course and you got E? Would it affect me graduating? No. It doesn't matter what credit the course is. If you get an E in it, once the E's are no more than 4, you can graduate. Okay. All right. Any other questions?
Hello, Godwin, you can ask your question.
Yes.
Hello, Godwin, you can ask your question.
Hello.
Yeah, Godwin.
Sir, you talk about the other electives, but you didn't talk about data analysis too and economic and social statistics. Like, what does it contain? Like, what is it all about?
Yes, Godwin, what did you say? Sorry, I keep getting interruptions, but feel free.
All right. Hello.
Godwin, what did you say?
Sir, can you hear me?
Mm-hmm. I'm listening.
I was like, you talked about the other electives, but you didn't talk about economic and social statistics and data analysis too. What the course is about?
The economic and social statistics, there is one aspect of statistics we call statistical demography. That's a branch of statistics. So those ones are more about population specific statistics, where we learn about our economy and the role of statistics in that side. So it's fine. I mean, it's based on your interest. It's a specialized area, and it has some it's more like official statistics kind of. That's the economic and social statistics. Then data analysis at that level is great. Data analysis is just an application of your theories to solve practical data, and they will expose you to R, do some project work. It's fine. But you know, those are all applications and tertiary courses. Unlike the inference and estimation at the heart of the statistics and the course you are doing. Unlike your data analysis at that level is fine. Last year, I think the issue was that it was a project work course. I think most of the students didn't do data analysis because they underrated the course Okay, guys, I'm back. So let's talk. Now I'll take it from the data analysis guy. Godwin, are you there? Godwin is muted. Okay, Godwin, you talked about data analysis. And you said that the feedback you are getting doesn't really entice you and it's really killing your appetite. That's what he said. Maybe it's right. Godwin, I think Godwin should come back so that we can deal with this topic because he raised that point. Whilst he's coming back, somebody say, so I'll start from, please, what if you are supposed to do 18 maximum credit? Can you choose to do 21? That's excellent. If you do that, I'll clap for you. But always don't go and do something that will be too much bigger than your strength so that it puts a lot of pressure on you and you start failing. Okay, now I pick the next one. Please, does the ease apply to all UG courses? No. If you get an E in what do you call it? This course, university required courses like UGLCs, it's a field. You have to reset it. Is that clear? In UGLC, then you say combined major students supposed to do projects. I want to tell you that people who do projects do very well. Last year, about 90% of the people who, it's a group work, your supervisors will direct you before you do, and it gives you the idea of research, what research and everything is all about. So if your combined major is not mandatory, you are supposed to do 9 credits in both semesters, but 9 credits in statistics and 9 credits in your default department, like say economics or mathematics. But if you choose to do project, then project will count for 3 semester for you. Then somebody say, can I do only population statistics as my elective? I'm combining economics student. No. Combining statistics with economics, you need 3 courses in statistics. So after doing your core course, you need to do 1 elective at least. Yes. So if that is what you are talking about, then that is correct. You need to do 3 credits, 9 credits in the first semester. So after doing the 2 core courses, if you do only population statistics, you are fine. But population statistics, yes, I think it's a first semester course. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Somebody's putting in there. You stated that you encourage us to do stochastic processes. Please, is it no? I mean, it doesn't stop you from graduating, but you do it to help you. Please, can a statistics student who did not take calculus 2 and abstract graduate? Abstract algebra. If you're a statistics student, if you want to major in statistics and you didn't do calculus 2, you cannot graduate. That's Miliana. If you want to major in statistics and you didn't do calculus 2, you will not graduate. Is that okay? Somebody saying, I'm an actuarial science student who wants to master in data analysis and data science, but the handbook didn't include data analysis 1 as part of the electives or core course. Please, what do I do for now? You can do them. When you do them, it doesn't take anything from you. If you do them, it doesn't take anything from you. In the statistics department, if you, instead of doing an actuarial elective, say there were 400, maybe that will issue you to do maybe a computer science or maybe, I don't know. But instead of doing an actuarial elective, if you said that, oh, I prefer data analysis, it's a statistics course, and you went ahead to do data analysis, no, we are not going to stop you from graduating. You will be glad to graduate. Is that okay? That is coming from Michael Osuajima. Then we have Abina. You didn't say anything. You just said hello. Sir. How many electives are students combined supposed to take? At level 400, you need combined major. You need 3 courses in the statistics department, 1 of which should be an elective. That is it. But if you are minoring in statistics, 400, you are not coming here at all. Abina says, I'm a combined major student, statistics, mathematics, and I want to know the elective to select. So apart from the core courses, Abina, since you are combining statistics and mathematics, you can do one elective in statistics, any of the electives, and appropriate in the sense like, since you're a master person, if you ask me, I would recommend statistical inference and estimation for you. I would also recommend stochastic processes for you, if you ask me. But you can also do data analysis, or you can even choose the opportunity to do actuarial statistics. So at least you have a fair idea about some of the actuarial concepts and the likes like that. Somebody also say, sir, I still need some clarification for the single major actuarial science course for the semester, minus the project. There are only 2 core courses making 6 credits. My brother, can you ask your questions, Eric Fosu? Please come and ask, because what you are writing is plenty, so that we can get you well. Nana says, combined major students have project as core. So going forward, can one be affected if he or she does not do it? If you are combined major, project is not core. Okay, a single major that has project as core, combined major, project is not a core. Please, can a combined major student graduate if he or she does not do calculus 2? No, precious. If you don't do calculus 2, you cannot get a major in statistics. So combined major is still a major in statistics. So if you don't do it, you can't. Say, please, how many people would be in a group for a project? That depends on the lecturer, but it cannot go across 3, maximum 3. But some lecturers can even require you do individual project work. It depends on the lecturer. Sir, please, I had an E in Math 1, 2, 3. Is it compulsory to resit before I can graduate? Not. If that is the only E you have, or the E's are no more than 4. But if you have the way to clear it, you can clear it. Not necessarily because of graduation, but it's a basic course that can help you get postgraduate admissions and all. So if there is a need to write and redeem it, why don't you do that? Sir, please, as a stats and a con student, that is combined major, are we supposed to do differential equations? Stats and what? At which level? Differential equations at which level? Level 300. No, it wasn't part of the required courses. It depends. If you are interested, you can do it, but it wasn't part of your required courses. So we still take, what electives will you recommend for statistics and economics? Somebody doing statistics and economics will find economic and social statistics a little bit simpler. That person would also find, but I mean, you can choose the opportunity to learn. Statistical inference estimation is there for you. Stochastic is there. You can even do data analysis, or possibly also do actuarial statistics. At least you have a fair of the content in actuarial science. There is even non-parametric statistics also. That is also a nice course. That is just relaxing all the parametric assumptions you have learned. You did statistical methods, all those hypothesis testing you did, the various tests you did, distribution-free methods of doing the work. It's a very beautiful aspect of statistics, which you can also do. Some people are asking, say, I want to know level. Yes, because postgraduate is a research intensive. So when you do project work, it advances your chances of getting postgraduate admission. When we are writing references for you, we usually say that the person has some knowledge in research and can do independent. We write some things that, I mean, if you did project work, it will give you a first-hand information about how a typical research work is supposed to be conducted. And so it's good. And what I can say is that from what I said, you people do very well in project work. So if you have the opportunity to do it, get a skill and get a good grade. Is that okay? Then say, what elective will you recommend for a single major star student? Single major star student, you are there. You have done 2 courses. Your project work is constant for you. Single major star student, I recommend you do stochastic. I recommend you do statistical inference and estimation. I would recommend you do a little bit of actuarial science, or maybe you do non-parametric statistics. Those are all beautiful courses you can do. But if you want to know more about the course, you can have a word with me and I can tell you more about it. Is that okay? Somebody say, Somebody says, this calculus 2 business, I think it's an issue for you. Electives. Okay, please, I want to further in finance. I'm offering mathematics and statistics. Please, which elective will I do? Mathematics and statistics person, you are more than grounded to further in finance. You have all it takes. But please do stochastic processes if you want to go to finance. Please do stochastic. Do statistical inference and estimation. The course you are doing is too powerful for finance. When you go there, you would just walk over the course like that. So if you do stochastic process and you do inference, you can choose the last course to be something like non-para or maybe actuarial statistics. So you get a fair idea about these actuarial science concepts. If you were given BSc statistics in level 100, can you only register for statistics courses in level 400 and not add math? My brother, statistics cannot be done outside mathematics. Yes, you can in level 400, the requirement gives you only statistics courses. You understand? 2 math courses. Yes. But you can do that if you care to do. I mean, by the time you are doing single measuring statistics, you have done the requisite at 400, advanced calculus and all. Yes, things you can add on if you are very good. But if you are also not careful, your staff is not too strong. If you go there and you are not careful, you go and get an F. It's danger. So if you care to know, at least you have done the requisite mathematics to be here. So if you don't want to risk it, maybe just see statistics here. But if you think you are well grounded, if you do a lot of math, only goes to help. The intention, how many times have we said? Oh, actually, science is at 320. So once you do that, even once it qualifies to go. Please, will you recommend publishing statistics for combined it's a good course, but I wouldn't recommend because the stats and math person who reject theoretical statistics that you can do it to have an idea about it. I recommend stochastic process. I recommend statistical inference and estimation. I recommend non-parametric, or better still do some materials. Then, please, if your maximum credit is 18, can you teach 4 courses and 3 math courses for it to be 21 or specifically? Yeah, you can go to 21. You can go to 21. It's allowed. I'm seeing a beautiful face. What's her face? Is it Wilson? You want to say something?
So I was just saying that we couldn't really hear you. Your voice was going in and out.
Sorry. So at what points did you lose me?
You were talking about the electives you'd advise, and it just kept going. All I heard was I'd advise you to take stochastic processes. If we could also get a general overview of stochastic processes, because when we Google stochastic processes, I'm not really getting the entire picture, so that I'll just be a little more informed.
Wilson, that's good. Are you related to Eresi? Or what's the name? There was one of my project students last, also called Wilson. Is it Eresi?
I don't think so.
Great. All right. So I used to teach stochastic process. Dr. Meto was teaching it. He went for sabbatical, and I was the one teaching it, but I'm not teaching it this time around. So it's a course about the stochastic process will teach you some, what do you call it? Financial models. It'll start taking you through population models, how to fit population models. So you have pure birth and death processes, a population that has people coming in and leaving, migration population. It also teaches you about branching processes. It's a very beautiful course. I mean, it's more for actuarial, it's more for statistics. But it's unique. It has its own language. So it doesn't, you use some of the statistics language, but it has its own language. You do something like ergodicity, Markov chain, periodicity. Very beautiful terms, canonical digraphs. It's a course on its own and beautifully. I mean, you love it if you pick it. I mean, you love it, but it enriches your, because most of the statistics. Like, let me give for example, if you even pick the lectures, very few of them can actually teach that course, because most of the statistics guys don't do it. But when you do it and your intent is to enter into finance or this actuarial thing in future, and statistics at the upper level, stochastic process is mandatory. So that's more like it. Wilson, are you okay?
Yes, please. Thank you.
And even to add to that, you want to model queuing theory. A shop, you want to model services in a shop, point of sale services, you want to model it and tell the person how many services he needs at a point in time, depending upon the customers that are arriving, traffic lights, modeling traffic light, all those things are stochastic processes. You get it?
Yes, please, sir. Thank you.
Why are you with the powerful and the well-taught to strike action? Covio or PA. Yes, we thank you for seeing our strike as powerful. We are still on it. We have been very charitable. We like you people. We want to come back very soon to teach you and get you to finish school. But we are looking at people call you to become lecturers in future. And we are fighting for your conditions of services so that it becomes better. Okay, Wilson, we also want you to become a lecturer in future. And so we are fighting for a condition of service that would empower all of you so that when you finish, you wouldn't be thinking of the US or leaving Ghana to go and do something else. Have you gotten where I'm coming from, Wilson?
Yes, please.
So
yes.
They are still the government and the ministers. You know, we started this long ago. Lecturers have not been too well off. I have to be honest with you. I came from the industry to teach, and I was far better off. I came because I wanted flexibility to do my PhD and other stuff, but I was far better off. I see that they have not treated lecturers too well, and from where we started from, it's not been too good for us. So we are negotiating, and they are telling us to come back to classroom whilst they find a amicable solution. They've done it before. We decided to come and finish it for our 200s and 300s to graduate, finish and go, and they didn't honor it. And it's bad. The highest person in terms of qualification, the highest people are lecturers in the country, in every country. The highest degree you can ever attain is a PhD. You can't go beyond it. That's a terminal degree. And I tell you, if you go to Germany and other countries, first, lecturers are highly paid. Before they come, the basic salary lecturers will be thought about. Before the work you do, you're allowed. But as in the basic salary, the lecturer is based on qualifications, and the lecturer is a highly qualified person in the country in terms of degrees. Not only the lecturer, anybody with a PhD. And so we don't see why the lecturer takes home peanuts and the politicians are taking home huge money. Some of them are even first degree holders and don't even know they are left from right. So some of these things, we are fighting for conditions of service so that you tomorrow will think of being a lecturer. Is that okay? And so we them. As for the doctor, when he comes back, the person is dead and there is no work to be done. But for our case, when I come back, I have to still come and teach you all the things. I used to teach level 400 a lot, so that I take an opportunity to advise you and teach you what you need to do. And usually when they bring the new courses they bring, I have to go and take them. They are going to do some courses in level 300, like operations, statistics, and They say statistics is also trying to take the linear algebra. So I have to go and teach that course for the department. That's how come I'm not taking you survival analysis. I'm not taking you stochastic. I used to be your probability lecturer from level 100, 200, 300. I would have taught you probability throughout. But at a point, Dr. Metal went on sabbatical leave and I had to come and take stochastic processes. So I had to leave probability because we had a lot of people that could teach it and go for the course that is not, is a little bit weird. So, but I'll be talking to you. I'm the course advisor for level 400. I'll be talking to you frequently. If you have any challenge, you talk to me and I would come to me, come with your transcript. Let's sit, let's discuss, let's see how you graduate. Don't hide these things, okay? Because the last days, if I tell you how people were weeping, crying, and sometimes I feel very sad. Because there are things I could have helped them remedy at an early age, but they didn't come. And when the broadsheet comes out and I submit my graduating list, then tears all over, messages, sometimes dawn, somebody says, I want to drink medicine and die. It's not easy. So to avoid these things, please come, let's talk and see how you are graduating. And remember, the program is not supposed to be exclusively finished in 4 years. So if you have some risks, it's not too much do or die affair. Let's see how we can help you go through all of them. The most important thing is that you have graduated and you have your certificate. And I can tell you that with our department, if you even go home with a pass, you are a better student than first class in some departments. I tell you, the pressure and the tensions we are taking you through, we know them. We do invigilation and we see the difficulty in the questions we give to you. Most of you, if you were doing admit, you would have been first class easily. We see the pressure we are putting on you, and therefore we are here to help. Okay. Somebody says, Baba Boche says, sir, please, can we do stochastic processes in the first semester, then project in the second semester as combined major students? Yeah, you can do that. Project work starts in the first semester, just that you register it in the second semester. Okay. Can statistics major student further with biostatistics? Excellent. Biostatistics is a beautiful area in statistics, and you can further. If you want to know more about it, you might want to talk to Dr. Samuelidi. He is a biostatistician. My next 2 doors from me, Dr. Samuelidi. If you have to interest in it, I might talk to Dr. Idi. Any other questions? The issue about data analysis. Let me attempt it. Every lecturer here is very good. Every lecturer came in to help you. If you don't get closer to them, you never get to know the other side of them. So please, yes, you might hear rumors. Students make out of their grades. So when a student gets an E, the lecturer is a bad lecturer. When a student gets an A, it's a beautiful lecturer. All what you have heard about data analysis, not the poor remarks and all, are not necessarily so. The lecturer who is handling data analysis is a very disciplined lecturer, well composed. He is a little bit strict because he wants you to work. He wouldn't award you if you're a lazy student, but serious students end up doing very well in his class. But that is also an opportunity for you to learn practical concepts because he's a very experienced lecturer. And he's one of the oldest in the department. So I would encourage you, if you are so much interested in data analysis, to do it. But if you think there is more information you want to give to me on the side, you can walk to my office and we discuss them. And if there are any grave misconceptions, you can bring it on board. Myself and the head of department to pick it up and find an amicable solution to it. Is that okay? Say, I didn't do internship. Will I be able to graduate? Is it statistics? Are you a statistics or actuarial science student? Abna, yes, you'll be able to graduate. Okay, intensive is not compulsory for statistics students, okay? But at least in your period of studying, just do one, at least, so you get to see how the industrial setting is like, and you don't find yourself wanting when you end up in the industry. Is that okay? Any other question? Somebody saying, sir, can you please make your email available to us right now that we aren't in school? My email, you want to put my email, the lsado@ug.edu.gh. My email is there.
Okay, please, he's coming. I'll send his email soon.
I'm seeing a lot of questions coming up here. Sir, please, can you make your email? Yes. Sir, can you come? Can we come and see you? Yes, Nana, you can come and see me at any time. Okay. Abdullah, sorry, sir, if someone was not able to graduate that year due to the course that he or she chooses to do through the 4 years, how can the person graduate later? No, if you have not graduated, the university still sees you as somebody who has not graduated. So when you satisfy the university required courses or the university courses, department and university required courses, we will graduate you. But if you think you want more information, you can come and see me. Are we okay? My concluding comment remark here, in the absence of any questions, would be that yes, I've encouraged you guys to do stochastic, to statistics and statistical inference and all, but the stochastic process is a little bit difficult. I have to be honest with you. And when I was teaching it, I had a way of making you guys like it. So I have to warn you first that it will be a little bit difficult. So, and I'm not the one teaching it. I can't guarantee how easy it will be, but I know that it will go a long way to help you. So I beg you, if you want to do it, go there with your mind that you are going to learn something that will help. Don't say that Dr. Siedu pushed me into this and I went to get an F. No, I beg you. I said it's a course that can help you, but I have taught it for 2 years and people that came in didn't regret. I had a way of making it a little bit cheaper and more practical for you guys to appreciate it. But like I rightly said, I am not the one teaching it. So I can't guarantee anything for now. But then I know that the person who is teaching it actually taught me stochastic processes. He wasn't the first that taught me, but he's my lecturer and a senior colleague who knows it all. Very experienced guy, Dr. Meta. And I know most of you know him, very experienced. So if you go and you have any challenge, walk to Dr. Meta. He's very lovely, he will talk to you, he will try and find ways of making you understand the concepts. But I'm saying your shield and go and do it. And God is with you, you will pass, okay? Okay. I used to, I'm not teaching any course in level 4, but some of you will be my project students, at least. And I would come in occasionally to talk to you. Okay. I'm not teaching any course, but I can teach all. You level 400 students. If anything is bothering you, feel free, quietly walk to me and let's discuss it, okay? Mike, are you okay? You have my email, some of you have my phone numbers. Call me, WhatsApp me. Those students who are very close to me know that anytime and the last minute I check my list and I'm not going to graduate, I get sad. So I beg you, please, let's do this together to assist you throughout your course. If you have any challenge, talk to me. There are some of you that you might have challenge in a particular course. You come to speak to me, I'll talk to a particular TA to take you and I'll monitor the TA for a lot of people. So if you are able to speak to us very early, we'll find ways of making you better off. And please be disciplined in your level 400 and let us out of academic advice, most especially the ladies. This is not time to grab boyfriends. You are going out. I mean, it's not a rush hour moment. Okay, the beautiful is already the handsome guys with the money are out there in the industry. So get your grades and then you do the guys. When you are able to excel very well, you get very wonderful ladies out there. So don't let any boyfriend, girlfriend thing make you get an F in level 400, any heartbreaking styles. Last hour, I'm trying my best, I won't study, and you go and do things that will let you feel enough, but I'll be very disappointed. Just focus on your books. You have done it for 3 years. This last year, if you kill it out, I'll be so happy for you. Is that okay? Is that okay? All right, so I'll hand you over to your organizers and all the best, guys. Have a wonderful afternoon. Good afternoon.